Hello guys, this is going to be part 2 of my commentary, basically covering my thoughts on Judgment and the new additions to the franchise. So in this particular commentary, I wanted to focus on the aspects of no more locust characters in gameplay, falling from ledges and shooting while doing so, the permanent on-screen crosshair or aiming reticule, and no more active reloads. So the first thing is the removal of the locust characters in Gears of War. So we all know from pretty much the start of Gears, the main idea of the story was just basically locusts versus humans, and it really took its staple onto the multiplayer experience as well, um, where one team is locust and one team is cog. It really kind of brought that campaign feel to the locust. But in terms of a competitive aspect, I can see what Epic is doing here, and it's pretty much undeniable. The locust characters, their hitbox consistency isn't as, how can I put this, fair as the cog side, because the majority of their characters are a lot more bulkier and bigger, resulting in a lot bigger hitboxes, especially Theron guards, General Roms, and those kind of creatures. And another thing is the Kansas figures, especially the Savage Kansas and the regular Kansas. They are known for having very inconsistent hitboxes where your shots completely just don't register when you hit them point blank with a Nasher or even sometimes other weapons. So I can see, like I said before, why Epic is removing those characters. They want to make the game more balanced, somewhat like Halo in the sense that everyone is pretty much the same type of uh, player, in the sense that everyone is like a Spartan in Halo, so that the hitboxes are all consistent. And with the cog, everyone is a cog, so you have the ability to choose pretty much the same character as your opponent, and there's no major hitbox inconsistencies. So I am for the removal of the locust. I would prefer to just have a cog on cog type of battle, because I really don't even like to be a locust. Mainly the reason why I usually always pick smaller characters when I'm a locust, because their other characters are just very big and bulky, and they just obscure my overall vision in the battlefield. The next thing is falling from ledges and shooting while doing so. This is going to really change up Gears of War's dynamics, because before you really couldn't just fall from a ledge. You had to like really take the long way around to get to a lower point of the map. So I like what Epic has done, where when you fall from the ledge and you hit the ground, you sort of stumble and basically stagger a bit. So it allows the player who's on the ground to basically kill you. So by falling from the ledge and trying to get an advantage, or by trying to escape, you are basically taking a potential risk. As well as stumbling and staggering, you also receive fall damage. So if you were really damaged and four-pointed previously, and you try to jump off of a ledge, you're going to die when you hit the floor. Now, another thing is you can chainsaw and shoot while you're falling from the ledge, and I'm not entirely sure this is going to play out, but we'll see from there. The next aspect is the permanent on-screen reticule, which is going to. I felt this was like a sort of like a handicap for the casual players, because it was in Gears of War you really had to play the game enough to know where to position your character to hip fire whatever weapon you were using without using the on-screen aim and crosshair by pressing the left trigger. Now that is going to be permanently on the screen, so players will now have an idea of where their gun is going to aim without actually aiming their weapons. So for the veterans alike, this will not really be much of any kind of how can I say, like a disruptance to their gameplay, because we really wouldn't be staring at this. This is going to actually make us play worse. We're still going to play the way we are. We're still going to play the way we usually do, because if you sit there and stare at the crosshair while hip firing, it's going to really make you miss your shots, because you're going to put your focus on the crosshair as opposed to the way your enemy is moving. So this is another thing. So I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but I really don't think it's going to be much of a big difference. And last but not least, the removal of active reloads. And this is something that I've grown to actually, wow, the bot just ate my shot. But yeah, this is something that I've grown to actually love, and that is it really it really brings a more competitive and balanced and consistent approach to Gears of War. So gone are the days, I mean, gone are the times or the days basically, where you just get one shot down because the guy ran away and pumped actives, or you pretty much you lost a shotgun fight because the guy had actives, and the overall fight was just not balanced. So by removing active reloads, you really make a lot more of a consistent game where one player doesn't have an invisible advantage over another player. So I really like the fact that Epic has done this. Especially it helps make the rifles a lot more manageable in trying to get around and go up against them. And one more thing is I'm glad that Epic has, brought back execution into Gears of War Judgment. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Later.